It is the coldest, driest, and most isolated place on Earth. A continent twice the size of Australia, buried under a sheet of ice so thick that it hides entire mountain ranges and river systems. For centuries, we looked at Antarctica as a dead, frozen wasteland. But as our technology improved, we realized we were wrong. Deep beneath 2 miles of solid ice lies a secret that has been sealed away for over 15 million years. It's a world of liquid lakes, prehistoric life forms, and a history that defies everything we thought we knew about our planet. Today, we are going to the very bottom. From the mysterious military expeditions of the 1940s to the terrifying moment a Russian drill bit finally broke through to a hidden sea, this is the real story of what lies beneath the ice. Before we get to the drill, we have to understand the scale of what we're dealing with. If you were to stand at the South Pole, you would be standing on ice that is nearly 3,000 meters thick. That's 10 Eiffel Towers stacked on top of each other. But Antarctica wasn't always like this. 90 million years ago, this was a lush, temperate rainforest. Dinosaurs roamed through swampy marshes where palm trees grew. But as the continents shifted, Antarctica was pushed into the deep south, and the Great Freeze began. Over millions of years, the snow never melted. It just compressed, layer by layer, turning into solid blue ice. This ice acts like a time capsule. Every bubble of air trapped inside is a sample of the Earth's atmosphere from thousands of years ago. But the deeper you go, the stranger things get. The mystery of what's under the ice isn't just a scientific one, it's a military one. In 1946, just after World War II, the United States launched Operation Highjump. Led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd, it was the largest Antarctic expedition in history. Why did the U.S. military send 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft to a desert of ice? Officially, it was to train troops for cold weather warfare. But the rumors tell a different story. When Byrd returned, he gave a chilling interview to the International News Service. He warned that the United States should take measures against the possibility of an invasion by hostile aircraft flying from the polar regions. What did he see? While conspiracy theorists talk about hidden bases, the scientific reality was just as shocking. Byrd's team found Oasis, areas of blue water that shouldn't have been liquid in such temperatures. It was the first hint that something was generating heat from deep within the Earth. Fast forward to the 1970s. Russian scientists at the Vostok station, the coldest place on Earth, noticed something impossible on their seismic maps. Beneath their feet sat a lake the size of Lake Ontario. They called it Lake Vostok. Imagine a body of water that has been cut off from the rest of the world since before the first humans ever walked the Earth. No sunlight. Extreme pressure. But the water was liquid. In 1990, the Russians began to drill. It was a brutal process. For over 20 years, they fought against equipment failure, freezing temperatures, and international pressure. The world was terrified. If they broke through, would they release ancient bacteria that our immune systems couldn't handle? Or would they contaminate this pristine alien world with our own germs? In February 2012, they did it. At a depth of 3,769 meters, the drill bit finally hit water. The pressure was so immense that the lake water surged up the borehole, freezing into a plug of ice. When they analyzed that ice, they found the DNA of over 3,500 different organisms. Most were bacteria, but some were complex, multicellular life forms that had evolved in total darkness for millions of years. In recent years, American and British teams have used a new technique, hot water drilling. Instead of a metal bit, they use a high-pressure jet of boiling water to melt through the ice in a matter of days. The Salsa project recently reached Lake Mercer. They lowered a camera into the abyss, and what they saw changed everything. They found the carcasses of tiny crustaceans and water bears. This proved that life isn't just surviving down there, there is a whole ecosystem. But the most incredible discovery? The mud at the bottom. Scientists found lost landscapes, sediment containing the remains of forests that existed 90 million years ago. We now have proof that under the ice of Antarctica, there are river valleys and plains that once looked exactly like the forests of South America. So, why do we spend billions of dollars to drill into the ice? Because of the stars. NASA is watching these experiments closely. Why? Because moons like Europa and Enceladus have the same exact structure, a thick shell of ice over a deep, dark ocean. If we can find life at the bottom of Antarctica, it is almost certain that life exists elsewhere in our solar system. Antarctica is no longer just a continent. It is a portal to our past and a map to our future. The more we drill, the more we realize that the ice is just a curtain. And behind that curtain lies the greatest untold story of Earth. If you found this discovery fascinating, hit the like button and subscribe. What do you think is still waiting to be found in the depths of Lake Vostok? Let us know in the comments below.